There's a lot on the line here. There's pride, most importantly, but revenge is the top of the agenda right now. And without their free kick specialist, maybe there's a chance.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. I hope you're as excited about this as I am, because it's the derby today, along with some other stuff too, but most importantly, the derby. It's happening. If you're still enjoying the series, drop a like on the video, that would be tremendous. Now, I'm trying out a slightly different mic position today because it means I'll be able to move my hands around a little bit more, and you know, if there's one thing these videos need, it's more gesticulation. Also, since it's the start of the week, time to thank new patrons. This week, James Townsend coming in with the massive pledge. Thank you so much, mate. That is awesome. Also, there should be some guys over there that you can sponsor players if you want to. Now, you may want to wait a little bit because obviously the squad churn's going to be quite a lot, but I just wanted to say thank you. So if you do want to sponsor a player currently, and you're on one of those tiers, do, of course, get in touch via Patreon or anywhere else, frankly, and we'll try and sort that out for you. Dean Noakes, not available anymore, unfortunately. Now, I'm also going to be trying something out with the off-camera games, but you'll see what that is in a minute, because I think I might have figured out a way to make this even better. Rip Noakes, it's been fun. Can anyone have called the search and rescue? Might be time to report Brave Boy as a missing person. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not really been around much, has he, poor Liddon? I hate O'Donovan. Totally personal. He told everyone Brave Boy pissed his pants in the locker room. Now Brave Boy is missing. The quest continues. I've dropped Brave Boy off home in my agency. Oh my god, he's dropped him. He's gone missing and he's dropped him. Adil, just no loyalty there from Adil there. I need a new client, so lurking on the bus, I found a young boy. His name was Abubakar. Watch out. You've not got a good record, bud. Dean Noakes is the type of bloke who goes down the pub every Sunday and spends all his wages on Carling and Magnus. Hey, Magnus is alright. With no teeth, cheering on Stoke City. Don't know why Stoke City. On that TV in the corner of the room with his 87-year-old granddad in a wheelchair. Well, I mean, he probably has more luck there than he would do on the pitch. Rip Dean Noakes' Whitport career, 2019 to 2019. F. I do love how, like, half the comments were just ripping on poor old Dean Noakes. I'm glad he's a regen, because regens don't have feelings. So, we've got a game away at Cleethorpes Town today, or just Cleethorpes in this case. A win here would be huge, but also a defeat here would be kind of costly. So we'll see. Now, I mean, as things stand, we're 9 points above them with 8 games to go. We're currently 8 points into the playoffs right now with a really nice goal difference. We're not going to catch Blackhaven by any stretch. I think there's still a chance if we put a good run together, though, we could catch Stocksbridge, which would be kind of fun. But it could all go tits up today. Also, female referee. Cool. Right, so, a couple of changes probably needed, but I think Elderkin's back now, which means it's Lawson and Elderkin. It's the Blues brothers are back in there. And also, by the way, we signed another centre-back. This was the guy I briefly mentioned last time, Jack Taylor. He's come in from... Who is he coming from? Technically Stalybridge Celtic. 21 years old. I like this guy a lot. No, on a non-contract, 10 heading, 9 marking, 8 tackling, 6 foot tall, not super tall, but for a 21-year-old to have him and Jacob Owen as our centre-back partnership, beautiful. So I'm pretty content to just go with that for now. I've moved a load of the under-19 squad up into the first team. That way they can get games when we need them to, train with the first team, but then we can play them for the under-19 games anyway. That means I can take over their training a bit easier. So the bench will be Barley, Martin Smith, Martin, Overton, and Sam Gibson. This is the team that, of course, have Bateson playing on the left. I'm hoping there's not going to be a kit clash today. They're in terrible form. We're in good form. But they do have the top scorer in the entire division, so that could come a cropper on us. So one thing I hadn't thought about was chants. Like, the club must have loads of chants for the fans and obviously the players, but if you do have any ideas for a chant that perhaps isn't like relevant to the specific players we've got, but might just be a more club generic one, then do let me know. And also, if you've got any for the players, obviously drop those in the comments too. I'm always interested to hear those. This is huge. I think a draw here would be a very, very strong performance, frankly. In addition to that, I'm now taking a new approach to training. I've been reading up on it over the weekend about ways that you can get the best out of players with the individual training, which is something I haven't paid that much attention to. So I've tried to do that really by Jones is through. What a block. Elderkin's got to slip it for Lawson. Oh, Danny Lawson with a chance there. Good start. But yeah, so I've taken over the individual training a little bit, and I hope that I'm finding the players' weaknesses, getting them to really work on those weaknesses. And hopefully, from what I can see, it does make a real difference when you take over yourself. So we'll see how that goes come probably the end of next season, really. Plus, we must have a youth intake pretty soon, too, which would be kind of fun. Mills has got it. He's found Williamson. He's not going to be able to get a shot away from there. Oh, bloody hell. Well, I mean, that might be the worst half of football that's ever been played in the history of mankind. Since the days of cave paintings. It does seem like it was a poor one for the fans there. But apparently, we were the best of a bad bunch. And to be perfectly honest, if this ends up ending up in a 0-0 draw away from home, then that's fine by me. We don't lose any ground to one of the big sort of rivals potentially to get in the playoffs. So, yeah, what could go wrong possibly there? Jones is balling. Headed away. don't mean to alarm you, but we've had a shot on target. Adam Jones with the free kick and it's in. Oh, Adam Jones. 6th goal of the season for Adam Jones. This has been a dreadful match, but we have got the lead in the dreadful match. And this is a massive one. Cleethorpes really were one of the pace setters at the start of the season. What a free kick from Adam Jones. That is Owen Sinclair material, although we do not speak his name. Richardson admittedly has guffed that one up massively. We've got the lead away at Cleethorpes. Huge goal. That's the kind of goal. I mean, that basically ends Cleethorpes' hopes of getting in the playoffs this season, it would seem, which is excellent news. But they really have fallen away so much. Adam Jones, again, he's through for a second time, goes for goal and Richardson's there. Okay, second half has been very much an improvement. It's been far from a classic, but if that's what it takes for us to win this match, then I will absolutely take that. It would keep us 9 points above, and Taylor's in there! Oh dear. Ooh, that was not a good finish from Taylor. It's going to take him a little while to get his match fitness up and all that sorts, although if they score with their first shot on target... Oh, O'Donovan! What a save from Shea O'Donovan, the double save to keep them out there. Oh, that was a big, big moment. I thought they were about to score a free kick of their own, right, Frank? And the fact that he managed to get to the rebound, and he's there again. Shea O'Donovan, massive ball downfield again. Flicked away. They have really started to throw some stuff at us here. And again, I wouldn't be disappointed if we ended up drawing this match, but given the position we're in, I would be a little bit disappointed, to be honest. Sutton Coldfield losing as well against Stamford. Very good news. Uh-oh. Barley's done poorly there. Cruz, don't let that ball come in behind. Barley does brilliantly to win that back. Now we've got a chance. Slip it through. All right, fine, that's fine. Barley. He's got a bit about him here. If you can pick a cross out. He's won us a corner. That's all we need. Here we go. Looks like we're going to be doing it. Cleethorpes 0. Whitport Athletic 1. Huge victory that we really, really needed. And away from home. Hey. If you have to rely on a free kick like that from Adam Jones, then you do. Shea O'Donovan, probably one of my men of the match, frankly, because of that double save he made. Huge win for us. Keeps us in the battle at the top and 9 points clear of dropping out the playoffs. Excellent news. Right, some off-camera games. And then there's a lot on the line here. There's pride, most importantly. But revenge is the top of the agenda right now. And without their free kick specialist, maybe there's a chance. Right. We're back. Had a few games off camera. Going to show you them now. Something a little bit different today. Going to try this out. So while I talk about the matches, you're going to be able to, in theory, see the goals. Now, obviously, I'll have to cut around a little bit when it's a larger game with a lot of goals. But for the most part, I think this should work quite well. So we're going to just, basically, we played against Sheffield. We scored a hilarious goal. Adam Jones gets the ball back here and just whips a cross in. And, well, it just goes straight into the back of the net in the end, basically. We deserved the win, though. A good win on the night. Got us a 1-0 victory away at Sheffield FC. Really, really good performance. We then travelled away to Belper Town. They scored an early one with a free kick, nodded down, and a lovely finish from Daniels. Greg Daniels, of all people, at the back post. We had a decent number of chances in this game, but they were pretty damn good. We then got our own back, though, as O'Keefe whipped one in, and there, of course, at the back post was Jacob Owen. Terrible goalkeeping. 1-1 here at Castle Park. Good result, I would say, given the way we performed on the night, which was not particularly good. But then we went away to Ramsgate. This was a weird one. We actually took the lead in this one, again through Jacob Owen, which was really, really nice to see. We had a lot of chances on the night, but we just weren't able to hang on, unfortunately. Not long after that, Ramsgate were able to go and grab themselves an equaliser. We were just a bit off the pace. A lovely strike, got on the end of there was Mitford, and then unfortunately came the set piece goals. We just really sort of lost our heads after that. They were able to get themselves in front just before 20 minutes with the ball whipped across. Lovely header at the back post, knocks it to Rowland, and it was a 2-1. And then after that, yeah, we just didn't really offer anything again. Just before half time, they then made it 3-1, ball into the middle of the box, out jumped the defender, and it was 3-1 to Ramsgate. And we do go out of the FA Trophy. But on the plus side, so do Blackhaven. They lost on a replay against Wealdstone, so they are out as well. We could have had this. We actually played quite well in this match and just weren't quite good enough. League-wise, that leaves us third. 64 points. We're 10 points above Newcastle Town now, as Frickley finally lost a game, which is pretty damn nice. 10 points above with 5 matches to go. Now, obviously, we're not expecting to beat Blackhaven right now, but they did draw against Stocksbridge. A win for us here would... I mean, we're not going to catch them. We know we're not going to catch them. But playoffs are looking pretty much dead set right now. We were unbeaten in like 9 matches in the League 2, which is very, very good. We're just going to go out there and have a crack at Blackhaven and see what we can come up with. It's the derby. It's the Deep Sea Derby. El Basico, the first one at Castle Park in the league. I'm pumped for this one, and I think I might have a way through them, because there was one area where we were getting some joy against them last time. But we will have to see what Stepanek's got up. Well, they've got no team news, which means Sinclair is available. So we have had a week off, and I think the reason we struggled against Belper was, again, because the matches were very close together, and it kind of carried into the Ramsgate game, although we did do okay in that one. As for the squad, though, very, very happy with that lineup. Jacob Owen has bailed us out lately. With those 2 goals that he got, one against Sheffield and then one against Belper, really has won us 4 points. So the bench will be Barley, Smith, Martin, Overton, and Gibson. Right. So, yeah, they're doing the same kind of thing they did last time, although I don't see Sinclair in the team, which is interesting. That is interesting, actually. I know they've just lost a guy to Harrogate. Someone called Doyle is the guy that's left to go to Harrogate. They do still have Nick Sandy, though, and this guy's good, and Gourlay. and Jeff Robinson-Symes. These guys are decent players. They fade late in games. That could be a potential way through for us, though I just feel like getting that ball and maybe pumping the ball to the flanks from the goalkeeper could make a difference for us. So that's something I might try. Let's just go. It's the big one. It's the first derby at Castle Park. The ground looks absolutely packed for this one. Like, genuinely... Well, okay, not there, but... Okay. Take that back. It was perspective. We owe them. We bloody well do. Let us have this. See what we're capable of. We've been very good at home this season. And frankly, even in the away match, like, it was just those 2 direct free kicks that won them that match in their weird SpongeBob square pitch. It was very, very strange. I don't know. I have a feeling today we might come up with something. But apparently not, because now our best striker has just been injured 5 minutes into the match. What happened? Potential foot injury. Who do you think murked Ben Williams there? That is filth. Filthy behaviour. I'm going to do that because Williamson is a better pressing forward than Overton. That is the worst possible news to start this match off, to be honest. Our main source of goals this season has been Ben Mills, and that is just the worst news. We're going to turn work ball into the box off, and we're going to not exploit the flanks so much as try to play some of those passes to the flanks. Lucas's ball in. Headed away by Elderkin. Oh, no, I was hoping we could get someone on that, but nobody's made the right run. Unless we can win it here. And Overton's won it. We've got a chance. Matthew Overton, come on, son. You can do it. One extra touch to get himself set. And it's a good save by Williams, but a good chance there. 19 minutes in. We've actually had the best chance of the game so far, which is quite surprising. So there's that to go on, but they are definitely having a lot of shots so far, and they're not getting them from range like they were in the last game. That was the thing that we made them look better than they were last time. That's it. Great defending there from Adam Jones. Oh, no! Oh, Jonesy very nearly put that on a plate for them there. That would have been bad. We have definitely improved as this first half has worn on. Shea, can he dig a cross out? He can, but we're not going to win now, I wouldn't have thought. Lawson, look at the space out wide for Toomey, though. Can he pull one across? He's into the box, not quite, but O'Keefe might. Oh, goes short. Lawson. Someone go that back post. Overton flicked away. Uh-oh. Bit of space into the channel there, and Barrett's onto it. And this guy could probably take on our entire defence, so we've got to just line him up. Oh, God, Nick Sandy. Go on, get back, lads. We've done all right there, actually. Oh, right, straight through for Lucas. What a save from Che O'Donovan is a god. Seriously. Thankfully, results elsewhere aren't costing us too much at the moment, but I just want to get one over on them. Jones's ball in. Headed away. Oh, go on, Danny Lawson. Pick a shot out. Toomey's in. Oh, and it's half time here. I mean, we're doing okay. Lots of fouls. We're holding our own. We're getting a bit more possession back, but that Ben Mills injury, like, that could have much wider effects than just this game. That's the problem. If he's out for the rest of the season, for example, that's our best scorer gone, and that really does tamper with our playoff hopes. The fact that we've got to half-time against them 0-0. They've still not scored from open play against us this season, which is very good news, I guess, but they do still look pretty imposing. 1,400 people in the ground for this game. 450 away fans too, that must be their entire fan base. But the fact that we've got nearly 1,500 people in the ground for an 8th tier game just shows you what derbies can do for your gate receipts, I would have to say. This is a big one. The crowd genuinely is like actually half full, which for us is quite a lot, when usually we struggle to get more than about 500-600. Ball in a Barrett! Over the crossbar. There's not been any really amazing chances. We just need to stay strong from these situations. Do not let them have a cheap set piece goal. That's the main thing, is to avoid that. Oh, Hughesy, no. Great save again by O'Donovan. If we get a 0-0 draw, I would take that, frankly. Wow, 10 minutes to go, and we're actually looking on the cards for a 0-0 draw at home to Blackhaven, which would be a pretty good result, frankly, because Thomas Stepanek and all his money wouldn't be able to buy them a win against us. Williamson, can he slip it through for someone, perhaps? He's found O'Keefe. Alex O'Keefe's in. One touch to finish. Oh, what a chance that was for O'Keefe. And that's the key thing for me right now. Oh, great tackle from Danny Lawson, but we can't get to the second ball. That should be easily mopped up by Jacob. Oh, no! Terrible touch from Jacob Owen, and Lucas is in for Blackhaven, and what a save again by Che O'Donovan. Well played. Che does fantastically well there. Overton, can he flick it through? He's found the side for Ellis Williamson. Oh, what a save from the Blackhaven goalkeeper. That could have been the winner. Imagine if he'd scored there. It's looking like it's going to be a 0-0, which frankly I will take. We didn't lose against them. That's the main thing. We've stayed unbeaten for another game. We've looked much, much better than we did against them in the first game this year. And there we go. A pretty boring 0-0 in the grand scheme of things, but a lot of chances for both sides. And 1,500 fans for Whitport get to see them draw against Blackhaven United. A very, very strong performance. Defensively, once again, I'm going to be pleased with the players for that, quite frankly. It's a good performance and leaves us in a good spot. Like, with 4 matches to go, we're currently 8 points clear of dropping out of the playoffs. I think it's very unlikely that we're not going to be in the playoffs at the end of this, really, when you look at things. Like, second best goal difference in the league, we're looking really, really strong. Stocksbridge look like the team to beat, though, if we were to get into the playoffs. That's the one thing I would say. But now the big moment. Ben Mills, twisted ankle, 4 to 5 weeks. That might well be missing the playoffs if we were to get into them. That might mean if we get in the playoffs, he would actually be back for maybe the second game. I don't know. So what I'm going to do next episode, because I don't want to waste an entire episode when it looks like it potentially could be sewn up. Obviously, I might come back if it's right on the line, but I think what we're going to do for the next episode is kind of assume that we probably will get in the playoffs this season. So with that in mind, we're going to come back and do the league, Stocksbridge, Stamford and Spalding off camera, and then come back for a double live com of the playoff round. Otherwise it would be 2 episodes, and there's no need for 2 episodes out of that. 1,400 people in the ground for that game. I mean, they saw a good match in terms of chances, but someone could have taken that chance for Williamson right at the very end. So next episode should, in theory, be playoff semi-finals. Don't know who it will be against. If not, I'll look like a bit of an idiot, won't I? But I think we're okay with 8 points of a gap and 4 matches to go. We should be able to just get 1 win, and it should do it for us. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, we got a draw against Blackhaven and a really good victory away at Sheffield. That's, we were unbeaten in the league since that game against Newcastle. Really, really strong performance finishing off the season. So if you've enjoyed it, drop a like, that'd be dope. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I stream on Twitch as well on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes at the weekend, so go follow over there as well for all kinds of goodness, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. As always, hold your gun, capybara. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.